Welcome back to Anime ASAP, which is your source for quick reviews so you can stop listening to this and start watching that as soon as possible. So today, we're going to be talking about Zombieland Saga, which is a late 2018 release with one of the most important boxes checked for a comedy, an original or interesting concept. So, there's this guy, Kotaro, who wants to revitalize the Saga prefecture of Japan. Logically, he revives a bunch of famous idols and the like from previous period of Japan's history as zombies and has them all form an idol group to become famous and bring glory back to Saga. So they rise through the ranks of the music industry through metal and rap shows, fried chicken commercials, and pharmaceutical deals to eventually become known as idols. Perfect. Also, only one of them is actually conscious and like a human at first, which is Sakura, who was a high school girl about to audition to become an idol before getting fucking destroyed by a truck in the first couple minutes. She takes the spot of the main character as we watch her slowly gain confidence and work to her life goal. Well, I guess it's not really a life goal anymore, but you get the point. It starts off extremely strong, another show taking the cutesy idol disguise only to lift the veil and show something else. This sets up one of the best intros in anime as the car crash breaks the facade so hard and so effectively. It's a terrible situation, but it's fucking hilarious. It hits with a shock factor and then reels in the comedy with blaring death metal as she flies through the air in slow motion before hitting the ground dead as a stone. The ridiculousness continues to about the halfway point, but takes more of a backseat to the individual backstories and plot after that point. This is where I feel the show falters a little bit as the somewhat dark humor and pure contrast of the first episodes is lost. It's still funny for the latter half, but it goes more to situational humor and the utter ludicrous interactions of Kotaro, one of the best characters. Think the inspirational speeches with a comedic finish trope. Both of these aspects stay pretty strong and keep the plot from becoming too stale on its own. There are some more serious and feelsy moments that work as well, but I put them mostly on the average side with good personality, whereas the comedy stays above that mark. I do have to give the show some much deserved props, however, for tackling some serious subject matter in a natural and positive way. I'll keep these spoiling to a minimum, but one of the characters being transgender is addressed, and it's quickly accepted by the rest of the cast, and Kotaro addresses it in one of the best ways, just simply saying, if you've got time to waste on tired-ass questions, maybe you should go to bed when it's brought up to him. His character keeps his usual ridiculous nature, meaning the moment is comedic and gets the message across at the same time in a very natural manner. Making sure we cover all the bases here, let's discuss the visuals. The art style and the art in general is good and maintains enough detail to be engaging. Now, for some of the dance sequences, it moves to some somewhat jarring CGI, which isn't really up to the same standard, but the situation was probably either have them not dance or have the 3D, so I understand the choice, but it does dock some points from the category. Now, for the audio, I can't claim to be an expert on idol group shows, but it seemed to do well enough. The characters were well voiced, and Kotaro once again stands out with huge amounts of personality in both sub and dub. I can't speak on the quality of the songs with respect to other shows, but I wasn't disinterested in them in any way, and some of the upbeat ones worked quite well. As the kids say, some of them might have been a bop. The cast has 8 major players with 7 idols and Kotaro. Most of them get a more central role in or a backstory focused episode, but a couple are more just there than some of the others. But looking at a picture of the cast, I can give you a decent description of their story or what they're like, and the designs of each of them gives a distinct match to their attitude. This is one of the driving forces to get the plot along, as we see clear meshes and clashes of personality to keep things real. At the end of the day, you could get me to say I care about the cast, which is a good sign for a group-driven dynamic like this has. Also, Saki's a fucking badass, so it gets bonus points. Always gets bonus points for stuff like that. Going back through the series again for a video actually put it up a bit higher for me on my list, with strong comedy, characters, originality, and personality to keep up a sometimes more trying plot. But it's an original and well done idea that takes a positive outlook on acceptance and being you, which is a point that can help repair the anime avatar image a vocal few sometimes cast over a usually welcoming and endearing community. As someone who loves the welcoming nature I've experienced from the community, let's keep spreading that message, yeah? Overall, I'm uprating it to a 7 out of 10 on Ye Olde List, putting it in the welcome company of Soul Eater and Kill la Kill.